Hey guys, Gosei here. Welcome to my last and final review of 2020. Today we're going to be taking a look at the DX Cerberus Wonder Ride book from Kamen Rider Saber. Now this is the Wonder Ride book that Espada uses to achieve his Wonder Combo form in the show that debuted in episode 10 and used it in his final moments in the show when he ultimately faced off against Caliber for the last showdown in the against him with Jiao Dragon. I'll take a look at this when we reach the new year. But for now, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the last Wonder Ride book release from last month. So, taking a look at it, it is a nice little shade of yellow here. And comparing it to Needle Hedgehog, which is supposed to be a shade of yellow, as you can see, Needle Hedgehog is a highlighter color rather than the latter here, because in the show, Needle Hedgehog is actually this shade of yellow, while Cerberus is actually a darker shade of the average light yellow, which is a kind of a minor nitpick because technically, like I mentioned in my Needle Hedgehog review, this color isn't exactly screen accurate, while these colors here is more screen accurate than what's let on. I mean, it's a minor nitpick, yeah, but there are a bunch of other nitpicks I want to talk about when achieving this Wonder Ride book later on in the video. But getting a closer look here at the title page here, or not the title page, the cover here, you can see we got a nice image of the title of the book in the just savaged style right there. Try Cerberus in the Saber text. Kamen Rider, first square here because this is based on a mythical creature because Cerberuses are. And just like taking a look though at the images here, as you can see it's very nicely detailed, very nice brow there. Just with all three dogs just going in like wanting to tear you apart to shreds. I mean, I honestly thought that this thing would be like a fire-based book or something like that, but I guess when you look at it, I guess it makes sense for the thunder type there. But yeah, just nothing really else much to write home about aside from the basic back detailing, speaker, battery compartment, NFC chip there. But one thing I did find that was really interesting when I opened it up, I don't know how well you can pick that up on camera, but it's actually a nice yellowed speckle pattern. And I took a second look at some of the other Wonder Ride books, and while theirs are just like a solid plastic, you can kind of see that this is actually a speckled pattern. So if I bring in, like, say, like, for instance, Peter Francisista, you can kind of see the speckled pattern on Peter Francisista, but you can definitely see it on the lighter yellow of Cerberus. It's not on Brave Dragon, unfortunately. But, yeah, comparing it, though, to other Wonder Ride books, and the fact that this one has, like, a speckly plastic, it's a minor nitpick, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, but, overall, though, just the quality of it's really nice. It's the same old for the Wonder Ride book. Opening it up, as you can see right there, we've got a nice little image of the three dog heads, if it could focus, with the claw paw there, the chains, and, of course, the body of the dog there. Nice black and yellow background there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get down to the sounds it comes with the middle button. Really nice roaring there. Synopsis. Really do love that little transcription there of the title there. A dog with three heads guarding the gates of hell. That's really nice. Like hearing all that come together with this just really makes it worthwhile to actually collect it, so on and so forth. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring in the Seikan Sword Driver and check out the sounds. Here we are with the Seikan Sword Driver, and like with all my other reviews, based on other Wonder Ride books that give off a certain combo or certain form, we're going to try things out solely with the Wonder Ride book here, and then when we move on, we're going to try the Wonder Rider combo, and then after that, we're going to try the Wonder combo here. So before we get into these guys, though, let's go on ahead and get into the basic Cerberus form here. So let's go ahead and put it into the first slot, and Henshin. I mean, it's the same tune as Needle Hedgehog and Lamp Palangina. I mean, it's not one of my. It's not like the worst one I've heard, but it's not. It's like a least favorite in my opinion for solo Wonder Ride books, so to speak. So, but getting a closer look here though at the main Henshin page, this is definitely one of my favorite art designs for the mythical creature side for the sort of Logos Riders, because just like the overall just like aesthetic of it with the armor here, the overall just like the face here, the body here, and the arm here with the 3 heads on the little arm attachment. I think that's done well, and on the suit design it translates extremely well from the art pages here to the actual suit design. Love that. I love the detail on it. And overall, though, I just think it's a really nice looking solo Wonder Ride book page as well. Now, that's awesome right there. Just how they combined a completely different music tune for Cerberus, Alangina. That was amazing. It's definitely one of my favorite Wonder Rider tunes. If I had to honestly rank it, I would have to rank it Lion Pegasus, then Alangina, Cerberus Alangina, and then finally Sayu Dragon, in all honesty, because I mean, just overall though, the overall just like dark metal tones of that Henshin tune for this specific form was amazing, and I really do wish we would have seen this specific form in the show more often. But I mean, hey, Kento can probably come back. He probably will come back, and he probably will be snapped out of his control from Caliber, depending on when they're going to execute that in the show. Or, I mean, I could be wrong, or they could probably pull a fast one and retcon the show by giving him this form in the movie. But that's highly unlikely. I'm just theorizing. I just really do love this overall style of it. And, of course, taking a look at the Henshin pages themselves, as you can see, a very nice, really nice image here of just the, Espada with the arm here, and overall with just the magic of the lamp and the genie over here. I really do love that. I think it's a really nice contrast between dark hell forces with ancient magic. I really do love that combination. I really do love the overall just aesthetic of the two of them with the dark muted colors and just the overall just, I mean, just pleasing. All of these artworks are pleasing to the eye. It's just that this is one of my favorite artworks, and I really wish that they could probably do something like this in the show. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and bring in Needle Hedgehog and wrap up this review. Holy crap, that was awesome, actually. That was really cool. You just, like, I mean, like, just overall, like, Spada's just, like, Henshin tunes, they're, like, they just blow most Henshin tunes out of the water. I mean, sure, in terms of, like, favoritism, I do prefer Blades and Saber more, but, like, just, like, in terms of, like, the Wonder Combo sounds for, like, the three riders, I think Espada definitely has the best Henshin tune. It's definitely in, like, number one on my top three, and then Saber's at the bottom, followed by Blades. But yeah, just like the overall, just like the music with this series is just another reason why I love this toy line so much, because it just combines stories and turns them into songs, and the fact that you use the sword to write down those said stories is amazing, and I really do love that little detail. But in terms of the suit design for this specific, for the Henshin pages, it's not really my favorite suit design, to say the least. I mean, I mean, honestly, just like the way that the art sort of displays it out, I feel like the Needle Hedgehog form here, I feel like Needle Hedgehog just sort of sticks out like a sore thumb, while the other two arms are basically completely different and acts like they're still a part of the same, like, body. But with Needle Hedgehog, though, however, it's just way too bright. I feel like it's too light compared to the darker tones. Transitioning to the actual suit, it's all right. It's definitely not my favorite suit of all time, but it's definitely one of the best I've seen in Saber so far. But I feel like just the art transition here, I feel like Needle Hedgehog just sort of dampens the overall just feel of it, in my opinion. I mean, sure, most people say that probably Espada has the best suit design so far, but, like, in my opinion, I feel like this specific Wonder Ride book sort of just breaks the trifecta a little bit with the overall just suit design and aesthetic. But that does not mean, though, that I do not like this overall, the overall just representation of it through the pages here. It just, I don't really like the final execution of the whole thing. If only, like, the colors here were just a little bit darker, then I'd be completely fine with that. So, now let's just go ahead and get down to the last few sounds of it, and then get to the final verdict. Now, before I actually do get to the final verdict, I feel like this Wonder Ride book was personally shoved into the toy line at the very last minute to make room for the other Wonder Ride books to access their power-up forms, such as Dragonic Knight, King Lion Daisenki, and, like I mentioned earlier, Jiao Dragon. I feel like this specific Wonder Ride book was just rushed out a little too fast to make room for the other power-ups in the show. Because for all the other Wonder Ride books in the show so far, they were just like little freebies thrown in. They weren't really that significant to the plot. I mean, yeah, sure. how he got, yeah, sure. How he got Needle Hedgehog was because Ogami gave them to it, and it was from Kento. But like how we got every other Winter Ride book, that was like either at the Sword of Logos' disposal, or they beat the monster to actually collect it. That's how we got both Jaku no Doma Menoki and Peter Francisista. But like my overall, just like my main gripe with this is that it was just handed over directly to Kento without any form of explanation. Like, was there a significance with Cerberus? Was it like a hand-me-down like it was with Tenku no Pegasus, with Rintaro? We never really did get an explanation for it from that mystery chick. And overall, though, I just feel like this Winter Ride book was just shoved out a little bit too early, and I feel like it should have deserved like a little bit more love than just saying, hey, here's a power-up because I believe in you. So, yeah, the fact that Espada didn't really earn this at the very last minute because they wanted to shove out the whole Caliber mystery at the very end of the episode was a little bit cheap in my opinion. But that does not mean, though, that I do not recommend this Winter Ride book. If you're a fan of all the Winter combos and you want to collect them all and be a Kamen Rider Saber purist like how I'm doing things right now, then feel free to purchase this at your own midst. I got all my Kamen Rider Saber stuff so far from Tokusatsu. I will leave a link. I always leave a link in the description below for all of their merch and all of their video and all their stuff. Recently, the pre-order for all of the Senkaiju stuff just got announced. The mini plaws, the pre-orders for the CSM Genesis Core for the Sengoku driver, that also got announced, as well as a bunch of other bits and bobs here, as well as the Gridman sequel that they're coming out with. The Mecha was also up for pre-order as well. But if you guys don't want that, you can go ahead and just browse through their Saber toy catalog until you can find what you like. As far as it stands right now, I'm pretty much done with collecting the Winter Ride books for the rest of the year until I decide to what I want to buy next, because I'm holding off on getting Dragonic Knight and King Lion Daisenki, and I'm also holding off on getting the Legend Rider stuff because honestly it doesn't really interest me that much anymore. But I will be trying to tie up some loose ends. I will be getting the Slash stuff. I will be getting Bremen a Rock Band just to complete that circle. But overall, though, if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content. If you guys want to watch more Saber reviews, feel free to click my Saber playlist to catch up on any reviews you may have missed, or just see a bunch of other Henshin videos and sketches if you guys want to do that as well. And yeah, that pretty much covers it. But until we meet again for the review on the review station for any other future videos, this is Gosei Green 1290 saying thank you all for watching, thank you all for liking and commenting, and thank you all for watching all my videos through all of 2020. And hopefully next year we'll have a better light at the end of the tunnel than what we've been dealing with this year. And with that being said, this is Gosei Green 1290 signing out. And next year, we're going to finally be taking a look at the Book of Darkness.